Howdy gaming people, Damon Master here. Today I'm having a quick look at Rings of Elysium, primarily to tell you about it. It's a PUBG clone, but in a good way. It's a good PUBG clone, where Bluehole have sort of neglected some of the bugs with the game and some of the problems. Already, Ring of Elysium seems to have fixed them. It's being done by Tencent, I believe, who I had thought were actually going to release PUBG into the Chinese region, but I don't know. I know it's not using the Unreal Engine, and while we're connecting to a Taiwanese server, the game just feels really tight. I mean, my latency is probably about 100, but it's smoother and tighter than my experience with PUBG, based off a Sydney server, so that's saying a lot. When you download the game, and you'll need to do so through the Garena client, so I'll put a link to that in the video description, but you'll need to create an account much like Steam. You can just go ahead and create your account, login name, password, all that jazz, leave your region as Australia. When you first fire up the software, it'll move you to, say, Singapore, because there's no Australian kind of server. And then from there, you can change yourself to Thailand, which I recommend. I'm pretty sure the game is running some sort of VPN tunnel as well, just for itself, but I could be wrong. But it seems to be loading up some extra software there when it's connecting, when you actually start Row. When you first start Row, it's not going to be in English, and that's why I wanted to quickly make this video. So what you see is the home screen. This is the first screen you'll get when you start the game, except it won't be in English. It'll be in Taiwanese. So unless you read Taiwanese, that's no use to you. You're going to head down here to this cog. You click that, and you can see you got the four options. The top one here, language. There's a drop box, and the word English will be in English. Click that, and then click apply. You may have to restart the game after that point for it to take effect. But once you've done that, everything seems to look pretty good in English to me. Now the appearance options here, you've got permanent and sort of timed cosmetics. Which, you know, it's fairly standard now. I should point out, this game is completely free to play. There's no cost. You do not have to buy this game, you just download it and play. The face customization options, you could probably akin to something out of a Bethesda game. I'm not going to do anything too crazy here, but yeah, you can change your brows, you can change, you know, your mouth, your nose. Like, there's a lot. You can get crazy. I'm not going to worry too much about that. No really dark skin tone, which everything sort of seems to be sort of an oriental appearance. It kind of makes sense considering where the game is from. But hopefully they'll include more skin and hair options later. So I'm not going to worry too much about that. Vault is where you store your permanent cosmetics and temporary, I believe, the ones you're not using. Loot crates. As far as I know, there's no real money transactions in the game at this stage. Whether they're coming or not, I don't know, but at the moment it's all in-game, which should dissuade cheating, I would hope. There is a little bit of cheating that I've encountered so far, but it's nothing like other games where it's rife. And I've managed to secure a number of wins, lots of seconds so far. So yeah, some of my statistics there. So that's just from playing. So we had one win in duo, 4 seconds, a third, a top 10 place. Like, that's like less than 10 games, and I'm doing pretty well. 157 meters kill. Yep, cool. And then you've got the weekly challenges, which is kind of like the battle pass that other systems are charging for. And again, this is free, although it's probably not quite as involved as the battle passes. But I like it. It's a nice touch. There's daily challenges as well for credits, and then there's the sort of the weekly ones here. And this will obviously unlock me a loot crate once I've done enough. So let's hop on over to play. Yeah, you can see I got a daily here. Be the last man standing. Just going to start a solo game. Unlike PUBG at the moment, if you're in Oceanic, I've been struggling to get a match, whether a solo, duo. Same with Realm Royale. It appears that most Aussie players are playing Fortnite for their Battle Royale, which is cool. I'm just not a Fortnite kind of guy. I prefer my games to be a little bit more, I don't know, less building bit slower too. Like Fortnite's really hectic. It's a faster game. I like things to be. I like to have ranged combat, like sniper rifles, and really, you know, moving through the grass and that kind of things. That's more my thing. There's your map. It's typically about 60 players, I find, not 100. But that's cool because the map is smaller. It's probably a bit bigger than a Fortnite map, but it's not as big as, say, a PUBG map. Maybe like the smaller PUBG map. The game does have some music at the menus. I turned it off, by the way, because it's really annoying. I'm just playing on normal. My machine's more than capable of playing this game on high. It's just I'm looking for more competitive settings. But across so far, in my experiences, across all game modes so far, like visual modes, it's pretty much the same. You can't get to the top of that. We tried. You get about halfway up. And then I should put it on high. Just so you can see more of the map. Yeah, so there's like a SeaWorld over there. And there's some pretty steep vertical play there if you want it. There is vehicles. There is water vehicles and land vehicles. Alright, let's just get in the thick of it. So yeah, use a hang glider. The control scheme is pretty much identical to PUBG in every way. Pretty much in every single way you can imagine. You know, Z is prone, X is put your weapon away, you know, tab is inventory, like it's PUBG. Even some of the visual elements I look to be directly lifted. The weapon would be good. That's a start. So one of the neat things is attachments, auto-equip, provided they're relevant. You can open doors while you're reloading, and it will continue to reload, which is nice. Yeah, so like Z is your prone, C is crouch. There's no stims, so you can use like first aid at any point, bandages at any point. What's really neat, in the top left there you've got time of day, and then you've got weather, and the weather is dynamic. So at the moment we're obviously cloudy and overcast, and we're about to get a storm or some rain. Cool, we're not alone. Oh yeah, and you have peak. That's really neat too. And that's fair. And that gives you a rough idea of Ring of Elysium. It's definitely worth a look. Go ahead and download it. It's free. If you don't like it, nothing lost. But if you're a fan of PUBG, I think you'll enjoy it. Thank you very much for watching. Keep an eye out for more videos, and I'll also be on Twitch, but probably not through my own channel. I've got other friends with far better internet than me that'll be streaming it, so keep an eye out, and hope to see you on the battlefield. Thanks for watching.